Hadi bakalım artık şu toplantıya girelim. Epeydir yine oyun oynayamadım. Hikayeye kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Şehir konseyi toplanıyor. Kraliyet garsonluğu başvurusu için gereken her şeyi yaptık. Garson olarak gireceğiz ve gerçekten çok heyecanlıyım. Burada Kral Sigismund'u göreceğiz. Onlara hizmet edeceğiz. Bir yandan da dikkat etmeliyiz. Hizmetimizi doğru vermezsek fail olabiliriz. Görev olumsuz da gidebilir. Bizim şey yapmamız lazım. Yani hem iyi hizmet etmemiz lazım. Ayrıca o toplantıdaki bütün plan programı da kulak kesmemiz gerekiyor. Evet, garson kıyafetlerimizi giydik. Şimdi abimizle görüşelim hemen. Hikayeye başlayalım.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what you have to do?
İhtiyacım olanları öğrendim.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here.
Çok kötü görünüyorum
It's
ya.
easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Bütün eşyalarımızı bıraktık. Ve sabah. Oo, bayağı detaylı galiba ya buradaki hikaye. Tamam. Beyaz ve kırmızı şaraplar var arkadaşlar. Tokaşı isteyene beyaz, manastır isteyene kırmızı şarapları vereceğiz. Zamanında vereceğiz. Doğru şarabı vereceğiz. O az evvel görüştüğüm abiyle bir önceki bölüm zaten biraz detayları konuşmuştuk ve bir isimden bahsetti. Zakavi mi ne? O adamın şarap içmemesi lazımmış. İçtiği zaman dağıtıyormuş. O adam kimse tanıyacağız burada. Ona şarap vermeyeceğiz. Vermediğimizde agresif olacaktır. Bilmiyorum ama onu özellikle söyledi. Dikkat edeceğiz bakalım. Evet, şaraplar kırmızı, beyaz. Manastır kırmızı. Hemen efendim. Kırmızı şarap diyor zaten. Sorabiliyorum tekrardan. Hangi şarap istediğinizi.
Come now, waiter. I want it red. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
Tamam.
You're the one who should know where they got
What did I do to you?
since you're a gunsmith.
What are you blind, Friedrich? All
Tamam,
I'm saying
önüne
is
geçmemiz
that they
lazım.
had them, Herr
Thank
Gott.
you, waiter.
It is eine Schande when outlaws
Elimizde kırmızı
have better
kalsın, belki
weapons
kırmızı
than the
isteyen olur.
city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
Oğlum ben bu arada muhabbeti dinleyemiyorum ki.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not
Krallığa
realize
gelmedi.
what Schwierigkeiten this is. The dry devil is running
Hemen
free. There are Raubbricker
size beyaz şarap
everywhere in the
getiriyorum.
region. We have the army bearing down
Allah'tan böyle
and you want
4-5-6
to
seçenek
defend
yok ha.
yourselves
Benim
with a
kafa
few
allak
rusty
bullak olurdu.
helpers.
Hey, where's my
Who
wife?
is it you want to fight? Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
Dinlemiyormuş gibiyiz ya bu arada.
What the?
Köşeye çekilip
We're sitting
bekleyeceksin.
atop the biggest silver
White's up.
heap in the
Call me
kingdom,
Red White.
and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
White istedi değil mi o?
But where can we get the
I
wood
apologize,
for
sir.
better equipment?
Which
You can
one?
always
Red.
confiscate
Am I
property
speaking
of the
in
king's
Latin?
enemies.
Kırmızıymış, tamam kızma bu kadar ya.
We are
Ne
more than
artistsiniz
familiar
ya.
with the yeomanly state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes,
Seni
The
gidi
king fears that
seni.
this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia
Monastery
as
wine
preparation
here.
for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Hauptritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring
Oğlum ben
order
isimlere bakmadan
with his
dolduruyoruz.
army.
O bir tane adam
Then
vardı,
the
ona şarap
Dörfler
vermeyecektik
will
ha.
rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can...
On the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Hey, youngster, some red.
So the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the
Sen?
city fall far
Evet.
short of covering all the
I'd
citizens'
like to
needs.
oblige,
We
but
have another bath out here.
Am I supposed to die of thirst here or what?
Ben susuzluktan öl abi, sen içme.
He says it's filthy.
Nonsense. He's just
Güzel,
envious.
tamam, adamı yakaladık.
Bet he sees
Ona
the
vermeyeceğiz.
opportunity and people are lining up to bathe there.
Hey,
Is that true?
waiter.
I'd find it hard to believe. A woman?
No, really. It's clean, it's warm. You can get wine, something to eat. And don't get me started on the
Act like
wenches.
yourself.
So don't start.
All
Sen
right.
bir şey mi istedin abi?
Over there and investigate. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not
Hey,
be
boy! A
underestimated.
full cup of
Not
monastery wine.
overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And
Yanındaki
they can get
istedi.
leeches there for free as well.
Kırmızı mı demiştin?
While he's there, a man can shave
Monastery
and take
red.
a you know what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death?
sir.
A great many people died needlessly.
About
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths. Unless the
Hey,
Lord wishes
youngster,
to punish the
some
wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the
Sorry,
city
sir.
clean is important.
Orders from
We
above.
don't
Am
have
I
money.
supposed to die of thirst
Arguing
here
about
or
who
what?
is going to wash where and how.
Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
me. Compose myself. Me. I
Allah'tan
beg
sana
your
içilmedik
pardon.
ha.
I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident.
monastery wine.
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a
I
small
apologise, sir.
misunderstanding.
Which
We've
wine?
sorted it out.
Monastery red.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides,
But in this
Sir?
case, it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough
I
not to
fancy
draw
some Tokai.
attention to himself
Refill,
while the
boy.
king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him,
I
the
apologise,
king
sir.
himself will put an end to
Which
it.
wine?
And soon.
Tokai White.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what.
why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth?
Well,
already?
thank the Lord.
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the
Tabii,
rumors
tabii.
circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore...
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
Ya adam eldivenlerini unutmuş.
The whole town was already laughing.
Bunu yapmamalıyım ama.
Really shouldn't, sir.
Burayı terk
Fine
etmemeliyim.
servant you are.
Ya iyi bir hizmetmersin dedi, beni denemiş mi oldu? İrtibatımız düştü ama okey gitmedik.
White. Don't make
No
me
one is left
beg.
unscathed.
And you,
Bana
a
yasak
council,
kardeşim.
let people throw dirt on our work.
If I threw out everyone who complains over
I
here,
am the biggest wine
I'd soon
connoisseur
be out of
in
customers.
town.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get any...
Of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam,
Well, naturally.
don't interrupt.
Bana tanıdık geliyorsun falan dedi, biraz kafasını karıştırayım bakayım.
Even if you
Then
are.
you must have decent wages to be able to visit the best tavern in town regularly.
Going on. Are the
Ben sus,
experts
sus, çok
from
konuşma.
far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Tokai.
Do you?
And a full cup.
What would that be?
Hangi renk şarap acaba efendim?
I apologize, sir. Which wine?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Good, sir.
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obrink.
I apologize, sir.
Ne'er-do-wells?
Which wine?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course.
Are you deaf?
People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Sir?
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all.
Sigismund geliyor değil mi?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rutard.
Az önce çekası, elek yok katunaykat, iş kelkinek utra.
İnç bir adam ha. Allah. Onlarla çok göz göze gelmememiz lazım. Bak bu adam bizi biliyor. Kırmızı mı beyaz mı? Bu.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fights!
O sırada Robsus karesinde. Şeye geri döndük şimdi. Onu oynayacağız.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely...
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed.
You know what? Let's... Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so...
I wouldn't be too sure. But... what do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Who's that? Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a... but I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the gang.
Indeed you should. After all...
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Buradaki şimdi konuklarla birazcık tanışalım. Haham ve refakatçisiyle tanış falan. Pekala.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here.
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. And we are both a little on I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help. And why would they not stare? Well,
are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here.
At least none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of...
Burada Samuel isimli bir gençle karşılaştım arkadaşlar. Henry yaşlarında. Ve Henry'nin üvey babası vardı ya, öldürülen demirci. Onun öz oğlu bu.
20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
Vay be, Martin'in oğlu. Henry ile üvey kardeşler aslında.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Bir süre bekledikten sonra Kral Sigismund gidecek diyor. Ama bu da ikili oynuyor olabilir. Bu da onunla akraba zaten biliyorsunuz.
Friends,
Bu
we'll
biraz
get
kurnaz.
nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my... From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know the name.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence. He doesn't play the big game. Because he doesn't like... He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not...
Alder the Alderman.
Adam tam serçe parmak çıktı.
Councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was... Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his day's in the count, but he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. and she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks, and that it was thanks to her that he died too.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow.
Başka seçenek bırakmadın. Bayağı derin bir adam bu ha.
Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Kendi tarafımıza çekeceğiz bakalım.
Success to our plans.
Ama anlayamadığım bir detay var. Jobs'un dediği gibi Sigismund'un gitmesini bekleyeceğiz. Güçlü taraflar kendimize çekeceğiz. Öte yandan bir ordumuz varmış. O orduyla alakalı bir takım şeyler. Şimdi bu üç ismi kendi tarafımıza çekeceğiz. Jobs'un planını gerçekleştirmeye çalışacağız. Jobs'un planı savaşmayalım, kayıplar verilmesin, bekleyelim, zaten Sigismund gidecek. Biz de bunu destekliyoruz. Bir yandan hani ben Godwin olarak diğer arkadaşlar gibi düşündüğümüzü zannetmiştim. Yani savaş olsun ve Sigismund'u o şekilde yok edelim. Ama biz az önceki abiyle beraber savaşmadan bu olayı çözmenin peşindeyiz.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support and your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ! Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein is behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans, but they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine, and beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
Paranız var ve
It's
akıllısınız.
not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Tamam. Bir takım belgeler verecek ve burada bir adam var. O adamın belgeleriyle bu kadının vereceği belgeleri değiştirmemiz gerekiyor. Arka planda dönen yine bir şeyler. Güçlü düşmanlarınız var. Belgelerde ne yazıyor? Muhtemelen söylemeyeceksin.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
Belgelerde ne yazıyor? Sorasım geldi yani.
What do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain
Cari
undesirable
sözleşmeler.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
And the
Yes,
papers
Pahteler.
I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Yalnız o adam da müttefik
I'm
mi olmuş
supposed to
oluyor?
rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
Tamam, bir dışarı çıkalım. Bize verilen bu belgeleri o adamın belgeleriyle değiştirmemiz lazım. Böylece karşılığında kadın da bize hem maddi hem manevi desteğinde bulunmuş olacak arkadaşlar. Bak burada.
What brings you here? Greetings. What do you...
O bizde de para yokmuş ha.
Aren't you a bit bored?
Hemen rüşvete girmeyeceğim.
The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must...
Not really.
Sadece kulübeden bir şey alacağım. İkna olmayabilir.
I left something behind in the shed and now I need it. So, would you let me in?
Is that so? And what are you after there?
Oh, just a wee gift for Lord Odorin.
The younger or the elder?
Do you think there are two lords of Rabosh? For Martin Odorin.
All right.
O başarılı.
Go ahead.
Tamam, bunu açtık. Kapıyı kapa. Bu kadar basit. Tereyağından kıl çeker gibi oldu.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamour going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you...
Tamam, Lady'yi ikna ettik ve safımıza çektik arkadaşlar.
I will
Güzel.
support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Şimdi 2 kişi daha kaldı.
But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
Hadi sağlığınıza, sizi reddetmeyeyim.
To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
Lady inşallah bizi sonra taklaya getirmez ha. Evet, sizi de safımızda görmekten mutluluk duyarız. Bu da bayağı güçlü adam ha.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave? Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then.
Bu bizim harbi babamız
What
mı?
are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze.
Peki ya
I
şimdi?
got him a place at the Archbishopric. to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find
Baba bizi bayağı önemli yerlere vermiş ama çapkınlığımız ve şeylerimizden dolayı kovulmuşuz.
He took his boozing and whoring along with them, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
Biraz sert oldu.
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept.
Bu kim
This
lan?
isn't how I imagined my first meeting.
Kardeşimiz mi bizim? Duelloya davet etti bizi çat diye.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Cover your right side.
Enough.
You've got a gap there.
Bu ne
I can
lan?
drive a cart through.
Good day. God be with you.
My God. Why did you let... Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
Oh, you know how it is. The countryside is tough, and you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Well,
So Father would be satisfied. Only he'll never be satisfied. And the sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become...
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3
Aa,
days.
adama bak psikopat.
He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was...
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled.
Bizim yaşımız bayağı var ha.
Threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Older.
Onu bizim tarafımıza çekmemiz lazım.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get... Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you...
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Ben yukarıda bir de Kunzil'i gördüm. Kunzil'le konuşacağımı düşündüm ama Elder vardı onun yanında. Onunla hiç etkileşime geçemedik. Adamı nasıl safa çekeceğiz bakalım safımıza. Seçme şansım var mı? Neyse dur bakayım anlatalım.
You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright
Bir kişiyi
admission of
buldum ben
rebelling against
aslında ama
Sigismund.
Older's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan
tamam.
sounds sensible.
Kardeşimiz Elder'la konuşup onu ikna etmeye çalışacak arkadaşlar. Biz şu an ona ulaşamıyoruz.
Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound...
Hadi bakalım. Onu sen hallet. Biz şimdi Kunstadt'lı Bostek'ten destek almaya bakacağız.
Burgers, patricians and user.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men at arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men at arms as a convincing argument, and 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Beni nasıl ikna ederiz? Başka kişilere de para saracak. Sizi nasıl ikna edebilirim? Aynı tarafta değil miyiz?
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really?
Referans verelim mi?
One of those lunatics.
Lady'yi söyleyelim mesela.
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
All right, let's discuss it, candidly. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
Senin kızına bir oğlan mı ayarlayacağız şimdi? Bana ne dersin? Yok artık. Lord Capone. Lord Capone'u damat gösterelim mi?
He's a youngster still.
Yok be. İyi çocuktur aslında. Genç ama deneyimsiz değil.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
İkna ettik galiba. Teklifinizi Lord Capone'a ileteceğim.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Capone'un düşüncesi önemli değil diyor yani.
Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Hanush'a gidip söyleyelim. Şimdi Jitka'nın kim olduğunu çıkaramadım ama onun biz yeğeniyle mi konuşacağız? Ben onu anlamadım. Bu adam.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Lord Capone evlenecek. Bize bir müttefik kazandırdım. Hangisinden girelim ki konuya?
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? My Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Ama kazan durumu.
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What do you mean?
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you
Keşke
promised
direkt
him.
Capone evlenecek senin yeğeninle mi deseydik?
Kunstad has a niece, so I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon?
Bunun izniyle. Ben bu...
Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh fuck!
I don't believe it.
Hoşuna gitti. Bunun yeğeni değil ya. Bundan onay alıyoruz biz herhalde.
Kunstadt's daughter? Niece. If you're serious, I'll make
Capone'un
sure
hiçbir
that you
şeyden
get
haberi
the
yok.
Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sasa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it,
Tamam
shall we?
iyi, Hans'ı beni ikna etmekle uğraşma, o zaman sen yap. Hans'ın şöyle bir şey var. Hans galiba reşit değil, o yüzden bunun onayı gerekiyor. Hans reşit değil mi lan?
Cheers. Cheers to you. And to your
Hans'a resmen
parlaying
kız
skills.
bulduk ya. Ama o adam da şerefsiz, hiç evlenecek biri değil ha. Tamam, her şeyi hallettik gibi. Şimdi bunun onayını da verelim. Aga'dan destek alalım. Onaylayalım yani işi. Milletle içe içe sarhoş olduk be.
Zabocek, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Her şey çok basit oldu, güzel.
We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Allah kimseyi
Cheers to the
reddetmedim.
beautiful Lady
Seni de
Yivka
etmeyeyim.
and the unhappy Lord Cable.
Here's to a good bargain.
Evet, bu adam da şimdi Sigismund'a göre rol alıyor ya. Kimse şey yapmıyor şimdi. Sigismund'u indireceğiz ama ya inmezse? Kimse elini taşın altına adam akıllı koymak istemiyor. Herkes bir karşılık bekliyor. Olur da işler karıştığı zaman Sigismund yenilmezse herkes kendine bir B planı aramış oluyor. Bakalım göreceğiz. Bu adam da bayağı sağlam
I think we
ya.
can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said,
Bu adam çok fena.
miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords.
De Henry'e dönüyoruz. Henüz değil demek ki.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I.
Bayağı onu evlendirmeden de yapabilir miydik acaba ya?
God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Burada işler tıkırında.
Those are words worthy of a nobleman. My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. and our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Sakın kaçıp gitme lan bir yere.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will.
Bunların işi de pek iyi gitmiyor.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
Tam yanı başında duruyorum.
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. To do
Yahudileri yakacaklar.
The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylanders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, the lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling
Ben ona vermedim lan içki.
This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Zarzhets, your insolence just cost you your place on the council and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, Sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed.
Oğlum o kel herif bizi nasıl tanımadı ya? Onların işleri hiç iyi gitmiyor ha. Abi beni salın ya. Bak taktılar bize, gördün mü?
We still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps
Kral
too harsh
Sigismund'a
on
hizmet
them?
edeceğiz.
We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm.
Kadehiniz.
Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year.
Hangisi manastırda anasını satayım ya?
The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart.
Hangisi manastırda lan?
We had a proper army instead of human mercenaries.
Hızlıdır inşallah.
They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few
Ama ha, güzel davranıyor bak. Teşekkür ediyor yani.
With a single
Yol yordan biliyor
he
adam.
would have put the nobility in their place and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
Macaristan'a saldıracaklar.
Footsteps, sire. As soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt.
Yotos.
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
Beni çok övdü bu adam ya. Oyun bir tane daha.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the council was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white.
Ne mi
We have
dersin?
had enough of red.
Pekala.
Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right.
Adamın dibinde durmasan mı
To
Henry?
victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Benim anasını satayım.
To victory, sire.
To today's and those of the future.
Nedir yani? Şimdi neler saklanır? Robshart Kalesi'nde. Robshart Kalesi. Oyunun bu kısmında story bayağı şekilleniyor. O yüzden buradaki diyalogları çok kesmiyorum. Oo, fenayız. Çok kötü kafayı çektik ya.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success.
Abi daha da mı
As
kadar
they
kaldıracağız?
say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows. Touching. Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Not a bit. I'm just a
Horseflesh for you, Ruthard? Not like that nag of yours.
Lan bu salaklar burada birbirlerine girmez değil mi? Herkes çok sarhoş.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hayda. Bunu beklemiyordum.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Ve hepimiz kör kötük sarhoşuz.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Abi çok önemli insanlar var burada, kaybedemeyiz. Ve herkes sarhoş. Çiğonlarda. Çok yaralandık az önce ya. O Godwin çok güçlü ama ya. Kimdi lan az önce koşan? Henry? Henry miyiz? Vallahi Henry'yiz. Dur, kıyafet takımına bakarız ama. İyi, bu biz en azından ayığız. Dur bakayım, biz buraya nasıl koştuk geldik böyle ya? Te şuradan. Uzaktan ateşi gördüm.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
I feel quite hungry! See, you shit! You're no match for me!
Oğlum biz de çok güçlendik ha. Zırhlı mıhlı dinlemiyoruz. Aha. Yani şimdi yaralıyız. Yaralarımı hızlıca iyileştirebileceğim bir şey. Şunu içelim bak, 10 dakika boyunca gücü 4 arttırıyor. Bu önemli. Ağrı kesici işe yarayabilir. Tamam, onlar yeterli. Kurtarıyoruz ya. Neymişsin be kardeşim ya? Oğlum kim bu böyle? Kaç kişi dalıyoruz adama? Godwin'in kılıcı nerede? Adamı kıstırdık buraya ya. Godwin de çok yaralı. Sen? Nasıl yardım edeceğim ona?
There's no escape!
Hay ağzına edeyim. Ya bir adama 10 kişi dalıyoruz şu an. Hiç yakışmıyor ama yapacak bir şey yok.
You'll be fucking sorry. You're done here, Horsens.
Bayağı büyük bir savaştı.
That was a close shave. A little too close.
Abi anlaştığımız insanlar ölmemiştir umarım.
Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Nereye gittiler?
Back to Ratay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
Sorun nedir?
What happened, Godwin?
Anna of Waldstein.
Anna ölmüş abi o kadın.
Stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, unfortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. Nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
Yahudiler bizi ne kadar ilgilendirecek?
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see... Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
At least it was over quick. Though you...
Argı bezi kullanalım. Hafif bir kafada yaralık vardı. Onu hallettik. Üstümüz başımız berbat durumda. Şimdi Sam ve Sigismund'a Gothenburg'daki Yahudilere karşı olan tehdidi anlatmamız gerekiyor. Cesetler gömülmüş ve yaralılar tedavi edilmiş olsa da Gothenburg Yahudi mahallesini yağmalamak üzereydi. O esnada hem Sigismund hem de Samuel Gothenburg hahamı ile birlikte kalede.
Well, have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein. And
Lady Anna
many
bizim
other
işimize çok
nobles.
yarayacaktı ya.
It was slaughter. And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
Patates oldu bütün planlar, şeyler.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Tamam da benim de bir kendimi toparlamam lazım ya. Kıyafetleri yıkayıp tamir edip biraz dinlenmemde fayda olacaktı.
You did. But I still insist.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin.
Bu bizim üvey babamızın oğlu arkadaşlar. Tipi de bayağı benziyor.
Me?
We talked about your stepfather,
Martin.
Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure? We look the same age, and Martin lived...
When I was born, he was already long gone. Nothing. Proof, perhaps, that both your god and mine have a sense of humor. You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easy. But now that I know, I will never see him.
Başka bir zaman sana onu anlatırım.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now, this is not the end. We have to go... Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot, and all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect... We need to get back into the city and get the people. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come.
Very well.
Biraz bekleyin.
Hurry up.
Hemen döneceğim çünkü bir bakmam lazım. Şimdi ayakkabıyı hallettik. Kılıcı hallettik. Ya aslında durumları gene iyi de. sağlam tutalım. Önümüz artık bayağı bir savaşlı geçeceğe benziyor. Tamam. Her şeyimiz full. Sadece bunları bir yıkayıp temizlememiz lazım. Bizim de biraz dinlenmemizde fayda var. Neyse ya. Buralarda bir yerde şu an uyuyacak değiliz. Gidelim bence.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubianka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here.
Oho, sen daha yeni mi geldin oğlum?
Grab a bit of meat. And I see instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come.
All right. But could you please tell me what the
I'll explain to you on the way.
Are you coming too?
Of course.
Hadi gidelim.
Let's go then.
Borekata Adonai Eloheinu, melech Oyun.
Kuttenberg'e gidiyoruz arkadaşlar ve Yahudi mahallesine girip onları uyarmamız lazım ya da korumamız lazım. Kuttenberg, affedersiniz, Yahudilerin işini bitirmek istiyor. Onu durdurmak elimizden geldiğinde çok insanı kurtarmak zorundayız. Bu bölümü bence sonlandır. Buraya gideceğiz, Yahudi mahallesine. Oradaki kaosu engellemeye çalışacağız. Bakalım ne olacak. Bir sonraki bölüm görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.